And good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. It is good to see you again. Right now, we're hot and heavy in fantasy football season, which means that your fantasy football prep must be really good. So here's a few things to brush up on to make sure you guys are doing it right. Number one, don't worry about preseason stats. Guys, they're never as good as they look or as bad as they look. So if your first round pick has bad preseason stats but he's healthy, don't worry about it. Okay, number two. When you're sitting there at your draft and some guy asks your opinion about a player, you know what you tell him? I'll talk to you about it after the draft. Put your game face on and remember one thing. There's no friends during the draft. They are your enemies you're trying to beat. Number three, don't be a homer. If you're a Jacksonville Jaguar fan and you have the first pick of the draft, don't pick Maurice Jones-Drew in the first round, Mike Thomas in the second round, Mercedes Lewis in the third round, and the Jags defense in the fourth round. Because if you do that, I pray that you're in my league. But then again, my guys would not do that. Let's see. Don't draft guys. Don't draft guys. I can't read this anymore. Draft guys. Oh, one more thing. Be organized during your fantasy draft. And don't be the guy in the 15th round that stands up and says, does anybody here have Tom Brady yet? Let's face it. It means you didn't scratch him off and he's a first-round pick. Don't be that guy that keeps drafting somebody that's been picked every single time. They'll make fun of you. Also today on the show at 4:48, we will have owner Phil Rollins and Coach Adrian Eat of victorious Orlando City Soccer with a big playoff game coming up this weekend. They'll be on at 4:48. And at 5:48 tonight, Name That Fantasy Touchdown Vulture is the greatness of T.J. Duckett. See you guys tomorrow.